The invasion of Georgia by Russia recently has created two different schools of thought on how to deal with Russia in the future. One school of thought is to institute policies that penalize Russia, eject them from the Group of Eight, deny them membership in the World Trade Organization, deny them the ability to attend NATO meetings, perhaps institute some limited types of trade sanctions. The competing view on how to deal with Russia is not to isolate them, that if the idea is to make Russia more of a Western-style democracy, you must integrate them into Western democracies more. And so the solution is not to exclude them from these meetings, but to expedite their inclusion into things like the World Trade Organization, to make sure that they're welcome into the Group of Eight when they have their economic discussions, perhaps consulting with Russia on whether to expand the Group of Eight, perhaps to include China, Brazil, a couple of other countries. So these two competing policy perspectives, either penalize Russia by exclusion or work to bring them more into the Western democracies and to give them more of a sense of Western values, is to include them. And the next president of the United States is going to have to make this decision. It's not clear exactly at this point what the Democratic contender, Barack Obama, may include. John McCain has already stated that he tends to favor more of a exclusionary or penalizing policy at this point. But remember, when politicians make campaign promises, that once they get into office, they pick up a different perspective, and maybe what they look at in terms of their proposals before they come into office will be different than the actions they will take after they're in office. But at this point, these two very polarized positions, there seems to be no third alternative, and the next president is going to have a very important decision to make on how to deal with Russia, and particularly to what extent we try to either bring it into or keep it out of Western democratic organizations.